Welcome to the artiquet. Today, we'll discuss something that often goes unnoticed by most viewers, but is one of the most powerful tools of cinematic language: silence. In a world where we are accustomed to loud effects, vivid dialogue, and dynamic plots, silence seems unremarkable. But it is precisely in moments of silence and pause that true emotional charge is born. Silence in cinema is not just the absence of words or sounds, it is a space for experiences, for the inner struggles of characters, for the viewer to immerse themselves in the depths of the plot. Such moments are particularly evident in four iconic films of world cinema: Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver, Stanley Kubrick's 2001, Space Odyssey, Claude Lelouch's Beau Travail, and Terrence Malick's A Hidden Life. Despite their different themes and styles, these films have one thing in common: they speak about important things without saying a word. Taxi Driver, 1976. The language of silence and the streets, the film centres on Travis Bickle, a lonely war veteran living in cold and hostile New York City. His inner world is filled with a silence that is heavier than any words. Travis is not just silent. His silence speaks of deep isolation, crisis, and loss of meaning. The frame is filled with the noise of the city, the hum of cars, footsteps, but his words are only sporadic, often incomprehensible flashes. Through silence, Scorsese conveys the tension and inner struggle of the hero, his despair and hopelessness. This silence forces the viewer to feel Travis's world, to immerse themselves in his consciousness. 2001, A Space Odyssey. 1968, Cosmic Silence and Human Destiny. Kubrick's film is an epic journey into the infinity of space, where silence becomes a symbol of the inexpressible. In a space where there are no sounds or words, grandeur and fear arise. The silence of space emphasizes man's powerlessness in the face of technology and the unknown. In this silence, Kubrick reveals philosophical themes: man's struggle with machines, the search for the meaning of life and one's own essence. Here, each frame is like a living picture, where silence is not broken but filled with deep meaning. Beau Travail, 1999. Physical silence and inner protest. In this film, Claude Lelouch uses silence as a way to convey the subtlest human emotions. The main character, Galou, is a soldier whose toughness and restraint hide an inner crisis. He hardly speaks, but every movement, every glance, and even the dance in the finale are cries that words cannot express. The film creates a unique space where body language replaces dialogue, and silence becomes the voice of the soul. A Hidden Life, 2019. The Silence of Conscience and Choice, Terrence Malick's film, is the story of a man who remains silent in the face of cruelty and injustice. Franz Jägerstätter refuses to serve in the Nazi army, but his protest is not accompanied by loud words, but by a quiet, unbreakable inner core. In this silence lies the power of conscience and courage that stands above any dialogue. Silence in these films is not just a directorial technique, but a way of delving deeper into human nature. It allows us to feel helplessness, pain, hope, and even beauty where words seem futile. If you are interested in more conversations about cinema and painting, subscribe to the artiquet channel, like and leave comments.